What is up, guys? If you're here already, welcome. If you're not here yet, see you in the playback. Little bit behind schedule, but it's all good. We got 21 builds to show off to you guys today, so a lot of stuff to go through. Everything look good on your end, Joel?
I'm about to pull it up right now. Take a look. Oh, Justinius is live on Twitch.
That's a good sign.
Oh, I like that. That looks dope.
Cool.
I look so pretty.
Right?
You don't look bad yourself, but
Thank you.
this is good.
Well, see, I'm the beard and you're the looks.
Yeah. I only have half beard because I had to make up for the rest of it.
Yeah. So, alrighty, let's Joel, turn your mic up or wait, I can do that because it's coming through me. So I'll bump you up here on.
I can turn up a little bit. It's actually
Sorry. Alright, I should be a little bit louder, yeah?
Yeah, a little bit. Sounds better on my end. How's chat? Sound good?
I'll be keeping chat and talking to everybody in there.
All right, cool.
Hi, chat.
Alrighty, so first build we have is from Facebook page. There is no Facebook page, so I don't know who you are. We're off to a wonderful start. So if you are in the chat, what in the world are you doing? Oh yeah, that's right. You gotta. There we go. So you got where you do this once a month. You forget how it works. So
Just enough time to forget.
yeah. So you can't right click them and open them in new tabs separately. You have to click them and it'll open in its own tab anyway. But this is the 1/100 MSV Dom custom plus a diorama. Oh, it's my mic that's killing Joel. Let me bump my audio down just a little bit then, and maybe that'll level us out a little bit. Is that better?
Hello.
Oh, you know what? Desktop audio is like all the way down, so let's try that too.
Yeah, that would
that probably has something. I'd completely brain fart. Sorry guys, this is our first time trying this new format, so okay, cool. So I think that should be settled now. Thank you for putting that into my head, Jim. It's totally my OBS settings, not my mic. All right, what's going on, Magus, Lee, Jim? Welcome aboard. Gizmo. So the first build we're going to look at is a 1/100 MSV Dom prototype. It's in a diorama, and I'm quite excited to look at this. I think I might possibly know what this is, but I'm not entirely sure, so we'll know in just a moment. And I don't think I know what this is. So first shot, I probably opened them backwards to how they were submitted. The first shot is a back shot of this diorama. I actually have this model kit on my shelf and it's like half prepped. This is a pain. This model is a pain. These old models, you guys don't know how good you have it.
Back in my day.
These models were made when I was born.
Yeah. No,
So
they look so good though when they're like when you finish them and do
my
all
favorite
good.
is seeing people that actually modify them to make them more modern. Like they scratch build joints and crazy stuff like that. But that's another talk for another day. But straight away I can tell that this is already going to be really nice because I, from personal experience, know how this model is and how it looks. Let alone like building it, but let alone mounting it to a diorama and doing a bunch of other stuff with it. You know, excellent color choices. The greens, the browns, and that kind of off-white work really well together. Good tone of red. I love the base. I like that it's not just a square. And I'm kind of a culprit of that too. My first diorama is just going to be a fucking rectangle, so there you go.
It looks like a if you go to the Dollar Tree, using picture frames are really a really good way to kind of cheat doing dio bases. That kind of what it looks like.
What I do
That's great.
is I went to Hobby Lobby and I found these little mounting plaques. I don't know if you guys can see this on my camera. You should be able to. And you just kind of sand it down and sand the edges and get some wood putty in there and tidy it up. And you just kind of draw out what you want, and then you can mount everything to that. At least that's what I'm doing. So
I had to pull up on my phone. Okay, yeah, those are cool.
So you can totally do that. But this, like I said, I love the shape. I don't know if it's custom. I don't know if it's like a picture frame or something that he had laying around, but it looks super cool. I love that the eye is just not in the center of the face. It's looking like it's definitely got its eye on something. I'm pretty sure that he painted those details on the waist. I don't think that they are decals like on the shins, which is also impressive considering how clean it looks.
It's super clean.
Moving the trees around is also really cool because it brings a dimension of reality to the diorama. It's not just you know, the trees are here because they're, you know, he's in a jungle. He's actually interacting with the diorama, which is nice. Very subtle chipping. It's really nice to see somebody that does weathering and doesn't like even myself goes like super into it. Like everything's got to have a chip. Everything's got to be like, you know, a little bit of streaking here and there. This is just like, this just got deployed.
Yeah.
And I like that.
It hit some rocks on the way, but it just came in.
Yeah. So that's super good. If you are the one who submitted this, please let me know, and we'll
hurry up with that Facebook page.
Yeah, man, get that Facebook page rolling. That looks super good. I don't know what you're waiting for, because you definitely be rolling in some likes there. So get that back to us, and we'll be sure to try and get you out there. Next up, we've got the Shin Musha Cross Astray Red Frame, and this is by Daryl Hoare. What was that? Got something.
Daryl Hoare, something.
I probably should have put my my. Hold on, let me. I don't have any alerts on, so I don't know what's going on when stuff like that happens. So whatever that was. I think that was maybe a sub noise. I can't remember. So whoever that was, say something in the chat so I know what you just did.
Let us know.
Yeah, I didn't get an email for it. I didn't get an email for it. So what? You know, thank you, whoever you are, and whatever you did. So this is the Shin Musha Cross Astray Red Frame by Daryl Hoare. Or I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that. I don't really know. And I'm not sure what your page is. I'm guessing it's probably an Instagram or a Twitter.
Oh, that was a donation from someone.
Oh, it was a donation? Holy shit. Well, thank you. I don't know what it was or how much it was, but thank you. I really appreciate it. So, this could, based on the name alone, this could either be like a little diorama or like a fight scene, or somebody has kit bashed the Musha with the Astray, which is sort of already a thing, but not really. So this could be an interesting take on it. But we are about to find out. So it is very much kit bash, and just from this shot alone, see, look, last time I went forward and the first shot was a back shot. This time I went backwards and the first shot's a back shot. So that seems to be the theme of tonight. So this is like the mother of all back shots. If you're gonna throw a teaser up online, this is the way to do it. Yeah. You know, you want people to look at what you got, show a little bit off that you've done some work, but don't give away too much. This is what that shot is. I can already tell that these colors are playing really well together. It looks like he did a little bit of custom paint. I can't tell if the whole thing is painted, but he definitely painted some of the Astray armor to match the Musha armor, which is good. The Astray on its own definitely fits that that samurai build, you know, without being the what was the Build Fighters Red Frame called? I can't remember.
The Sengoku Astray?
There you go, the Sengoku Astray. Just like the standard red frame looks like, just having the swords really helps it like be like that ninja samurai theme. So this definitely kind of pushes it to that next level. That Looks insane.
That's tight.
What I like
that.
the most about it is that he didn't really modify the Astray a whole lot. It's definitely just an Astray with stuff added onto it. He mounted the Shin Musha shoulder pads, or the pauldrons. He also did some custom stuff with the knees and the thighs, which looks insane. There's a lot of bulk in a lot of places. Primetime NYC, thank you for the follow. You know, there's just enough bulk in just enough places. It's not like he felt like he needed to bulk the thighs up and then like bulk the bottoms of the legs or the arms up as well.
Yeah.
He did bulk the biceps up just a little bit in the back, and he did some stuff to the backs of the arms. But it's not like he just bulked everything out. It's tasteful.
It's very Gundam Breaker 3-ish. Like
yeah, definitely. These outdoor shots, I love them.
That's the best lighting, that natural lighting.
Yeah. And this thing is killer. I really like this. Like, I've been toying with like taking my Shin Musha that I just got and like kit bashing it with something, but I also want to build the Shin Musha. So I'm kind of torn. And this is really like kind of putting me in that precarious spot where I want to kit bash it more. I really like this. The colors, while typically I tell people that red and gold is really overdone, really works here because it kind of plays to the color scheme of the original Musha Gundam, more so than it plays to I'm gonna paint my kit black and red. That's
one thing is it's also they're very muted golds.
Yes.
So it's not like, oh my god, Musha gold, like chrome gold. They're very muted. So they're almost like a reddish gold if you kind of look at it in certain ways, and some of the outdoor shots kind of prove that too. Yeah,
I also just noticed there's like a chain hanging from one of the katanas. Typically not really something I'm into, but I really like it here. It looks cool, and it's not on both of them. It's just on one.
Yeah, it's not overdone. It's not like the whole entire thing is wrapped in chains or something like that.
Yeah, it's just one chain.
Subtle chains are good.
Yeah, keep it up, man. Whatever your social media is, if you guys can throw a little, what it is, that would definitely help us out. But I'm sure a Google search will pop that right up. It's DARRELHOR.
I believe that's the Insta.
Yeah, my guess would be an Instagram or a Twitter, but we'll have to look into that. Next up, we've got I'm so excited about this. I don't even know what it is yet. 135th, the Hot Gog. The Hot Gog. Now, any of my friends who know me, who have known me for a long time, know that I have this inside joke with a couple of my buddies, and we like to just scream hot dog at the top of our lungs. There's no real rhyme or reason to it. It's just something we do, and this is just going to take it to the next level. I'm really excited about this.
I believe this is from the same person that the first build was.
Oh man, so not only is this guy like an actual talented modeler, he also has a sense of humor, which is something that I think a lot of the community could benefit from having.
Yeah.
So it's a hot dog and it's a flamethrower, and I'm assuming that the base kit is going to be a high gog. So we're in for a treat because these are all things that are great. So this is like a they're playing with the scale. It's like it's a high grade, but it's made out to look like it's 1/35th. You can see there's a thruster nozzle and some modified pieces down there to show that it's got a flamethrower. Really nice chipping effects down there on the knee. I love that little ladder thing and the pilot standing next to it, so you know that it's it's like a power suit.
The pilot and the ladder, really well done. Like, those are really good.
Yeah. I love how the paint's rubbed on the edges of the ladder.
Yeah, that's fucking awesome. Oh,
that face is amazing. It also looks like he kind of embedded a camphor mine into the chest, which is a very unusual use for that piece, but it looks really cool. I like the uneven, like the green tone that goes across. And it's a thing that a lot of people don't really think about when they paint weathered models. Like, if you know you're going to weather your model, A lot of people just give it a flat, clean paint job and then just kind of throw it, you know, through the ringer. And this guy seems like he knew he was going to weather. He knew the build style he was going for, and really went like to town with keeping that paint job like nice and uneven. That way he could add layering effects on top of that to help build that effect.
I like the head. The head looks almost.
The head looks evil. It's so evil.
Like Machina Krieger.
Yeah, I think this is a very Mackay inspired build, even down to the basing. Like, it's just a nice simple base. Because I feel like when I see Mackay builds, they're either in something like this where they're just mounted to like a block of wood, with like maybe like a ground texture on it, or they're like deep in the trenches. There's no big crazy like you see with Gundam dioramas. You don't see a whole lot of Mackay dios that are like really busy. It just kind of tells what that one particular unit is doing.
It's usually very, very story driven.
Yeah.
It's like you don't have to sit there and be like, okay, what in the fuck is going on in this?
Yeah, exactly. I really like this. The paint job on this is beautiful.
The
mods
almost looks like it's cloth.
Yeah, and I think that's kind of what the inspiration
like
is.
To move, almost.
You talking about the face?
Yeah.
I've got this 1 to 35th Tamiya tank, and they have like a little thing in the front that's like you can mount. It shows you how you can like make your own thing to cover. It's like a dust cover almost for the barrel of the tank. I think that's what that's inspired by, and it works. So like there's a lot of real world inspiration out of this guy, and it's really neat.
Hurry up with your Facebook page, please, for the love of God.
Yeah, man, this is incredible stuff.
Wow.
All right, so thank you for that submission. Next, we've got the Barbatos Lupus. This is gonna be something.
Oh, same guy.
Same guy. So
Barbatos Lupus.
Again, sense of humor. I feel like the last one was a little bit deceptive. I feel like the name was humorous, but the build was very serious. So I'm hoping that there's some humor in this one. If not, you know, so far you've definitely proven yourself to be a very, very able-bodied builder. So
Seriously.
you've blown me away. Okay. So we have a Barbatos chicken. This might be my favorite build of all time. We've got, what is that, high grade feet, high grade the thigh pieces, or not the thigh, the back of the calf has those boosters molded into wings. I'm seeing like the waist piece comes up and the head just mounts directly onto that with the backpack. The SD sword is a tail, so it's looking like he used 2 kits to put this together. This is like the pinnacle of creativity here, because he's taken a bunch of Gundam parts and turned them into an animal, but not in the way that one guy from Japan who kit bashes like all those parts and makes those really crazy realistic animals. Yeah. You can still tell that this is a Gundam, but it's also clearly an animal.
So the name of the builder is John. He's from the Philippines, and yeah, his page is not, doesn't have a page yet. But I remember seeing this in a lot of the groups. He was sharing the picture of it, the work in progress, and it's awesome. He did it with a SDEX Lupus and scrap 1/100th Barbatos pieces.
Okay, so it's 1/100 pieces. It's insane. I love it.
It's such a cute little diorama too. I like the demon chicken signs. Very, very good. It reminds me of something that like Lynx would do.
Yeah. Yeah. This is good. I like this a lot. You know, I don't know what more I can say that I haven't already said. Like super clean paint job. The weathering is just right. And
also the photography is really good. It kind of sells the scale of it, you know, because it's hard to make SD kits look big.
Yeah, you got to do a lot of getting real far down and putting it up on stuff, and Yeah, this looks good. Facebook page, please, ASAP.
Hurry up, John. We need that Facebook page, bud.
I'm gonna need that Facebook page. If you could get that up by this weekend, that'd be great. Alright, so next we've got the Master Grade RX-78-2 Beargguy. This is my backstep. This is a good friend of ours. I see him all over YouTube, Facebook, Instagram. I'm a big fan of some of his builds. Does some really good stuff. And I'm a big fan of the RX-78 Beargguy. It has the best head sculpt. Except maybe, you know, I just built the Origin high grade. What is it? The local type. The head on that is great. It's beautiful. But I digress. All right. So super cool aerial shot. I never see these.
Yeah, really, this is another good teaser shot too.
Yeah, I like it. Nice, clean, flat. A little bit of grime buildup in some of the deep corners. Like subtle weathering, and I like it. Wondering if he used like a clay wash or oils to get that kind of effect. Nice close up of the face, and you can see that wonderful, beautiful head that this model has. The tone of yellow is one that I don't see very often, but it looks very close to like the line art. I'm a big fan of that.
It's very Dijon mustard.
Yeah, but not like full on like straight yellow, but it's also not that like that orange yellow like I use. It's like a really nice kind of intermediate, and it looks real good. Painted at the bottom of the feet.
Thank you.
Not enough people do this. Just because you can't see it doesn't mean you don't gotta paint it. Where's that hazel at?
I learned real quick. Like, so if anyone in the chat or anyone watching this ever goes to IPMS contest, they're gonna pick up your shit and look at it. So if you don't paint the feet and they pick it up and look at it, it's just bare plastic, you'll probably get knocked off.
Yeah.
Paint them feet, boys and girls.
You don't gotta ball out on it, but you know, put a little love into those panels. They're there for a reason.
Put a little love in them size 12 Gundam feet.
I really like this.
This is the Beargguy, yeah?
Yeah.
I need one. I need one right now.
I've got one, and you know, this is another one of those situations where it was gonna become kit bash fodder, and now it's like maybe I should just build it. I'm really torn here. Beautiful work. Beautiful work. Not enough people show this old kit enough love.
No.
Shout out to Jim in the chat. He did one a couple years back. Beautiful. Blew my mind. But I love this because it's like very lightly weathered. It's not even weathered, it's just like it's just used, you know?
Amuro took it out and then kind of brought it back in for a little bit, made sure Dad didn't notice.
Yeah, exactly.
What's the one that Simon did?
Simon did the 3.0.
Okay.
Which is also beautiful.
I'd say, yeah, either one. Shit, I'll take the Beargguy 3.0 at this point. Yeah, I think I've seen Jim's one too, the Beargguy.
Yeah, he that was like the first kit he finished when I met Jim, and I've known Jim for a very long time. Jim has the same disease I have, where you start a bunch of whips and you don't finish anything. So next we've got facebook.com/rbgunplaworks. I know this Facebook page. I've seen this build posted around. This is a custom high mobility Zaku with LED mods. I believe this is one of the ones that was put into SCGMC last year, or this past year. It might be another one that I'm thinking of. But either way, this is a resin add-on kit for the Zaku 2.0, turns it into a high mobility type, details the living hell out of it. It looks wonderful. You know, he decked out the Heat Hawk. He kind of put some little trim effects around the armor and on the end of the bazooka. The LED looks wonderful. It's super clean, and from the looks of things, you can't see it in this picture, but in the first picture you can see he put it up on an action base, and he even painted the action base, which if I have heard correctly, if you enter the GBWC and you don't paint your action base, they will knock points off because it's part of your build.
Yeah, no, it's very. Actually, that's most contests. If you don't paint the action base and you use one, you have to really try to incorporate it into your build, unless it's like a clear one or something like that.
Yeah.
I love that the Xeon symbol on that shield.
I've always wondered how people paint stuff like that and then mount it, because I know that like paint and glue don't really go well together. Like, you can glue something and then paint it, but painting something and then gluing it, another story. Again, this is also a smaller detail, so it might be a little bit more forgiving. But again, wonderful, like almost really light gray purple tones. Some medium grays, some dark gray. He didn't go super out there with his colors, and I really like that. Did some burn marks on the thrusters. Trying to find a good picture where you can see it. You can kind of see it in this one. You know, frames detailed out. There's metal parts.
Was there LED in the?
It looks like there's an LED in the bazooka.
Like I can't tell.
I can't tell either, but it definitely.
Which is good.
Yeah.
That's a good thing.
Wiring weapons is difficult, especially considering it looks like you can take it off and it's still lit up. So I don't know if that's a mod where the wire runs through the hand and he plugs it into the handle and it lights up, or if the LED inside the bazooka is self-contained. But it works. It looks wonderful. The finish on this is really great. So head on over there.
That's a good example of using the having gloss and matte and semi-gloss parts all over the kit. It really makes everything pop.
Yeah, mixed finish builds are always my favorite. You never, I mean, I don't want to say never, but you know, if you really want to like make your build stand out, go that extra mile. Don't just flat coat everything. Don't just gloss coat everything. Mix it up a little bit. Think about your outer armor is going to be, you know, flattened down. Your inner frame might be gloss. Or maybe you've got parts of your outer armor that are glossy. You know, mix it up. Add some interest to what you're doing. So this is the PG Astray frame. It doesn't say what color, so we're in for a treat with that. This is a Facebook page, Yotam Freeman. This might sound like just his personal page, so if you feel like giving this dude a follow or you know, becoming friends with him, he put that out there for you guys.
Yeah, I just dropped the link in the chat, so if you guys want to go at him, there he is.
There you go.
Tell him we sent you.
Oh snap! So this is a PG, and that is a Gabera Tetra resin kit from, I believe, G System, which I would never ever in my youth touch that, because I love myself a little bit more than that. But we're not here to talk about that. We're here to talk about the blue frame, or the black frame with blue armor. I love it. Blue is like my favorite color in the world. Orange is really, it's up there. You see a lot of flip-flop kind of frames. Hell, Bandai's releasing one this year. We're getting the Astray reverse frame. I don't know what the hell it's called, but it's basically a red frame with two swords, and it's inverted. This, instead of just playing the inverted game, he actually inverted the frame to the armor and then took, you know, complementary colors to that, put it around the kit, and then the actual frame he painted like a frame, which you never see. Nobody ever paints the Astray like as if it were just a regular frame, and I like that. It's different. Lots of nice metal tones throughout, like some copper in the chest, on the back of the head a little bit, some aluminum and stuff inside, nice little masking bits on the hands and on the insides of the arms. Big fan of that. Another thing is I didn't know they made the Cowlet Witch set for the Perfect Grade, so that's kind of cool. Shout outs to third parties for doing stuff that nobody does.
Oh, that orange on it.
Yeah, that's a really nice, like, solid orange. It's really strong. And another cool thing is he didn't go overboard with it. He definitely used it very tastefully, very sparingly. The masking on this is killer, though. I'm a big fan of that. Really cool. See, this is another kind of like teaser shot. You want to show somebody what's up. Hit them with something like that. And then here's the total loadout. So apparently there's also a 1-60. What is it called? The tactical arms. There's Cowlet Witch swords. There's a strike shield, which maybe he just had a spare strike laying around. Or does the red frame come with a strike shield? I don't remember.
It does. It does. I knew the RG does.
Yeah, I don't know. But looking like some daggers here. There's a sword. There's the other Cowlet Witch sword in sword mode. So you got one in sword mode, one in gun mode. Looks like the two tactical daggers from the Blue Frame Second Revise, which Bandai needs to make a perfect grade of that. So really, really awesome work. Really clean, really nice masking. Very unique idea. You know, you don't have to go super above and beyond to do something original. Just play with your colors a little bit. Oh, same guy. We have the Banshee bust, which if this is even close to that level of craftsmanship, I applaud this gentleman, because I snap built this kit. I made myself finish the snap build of this kit, and I hated every moment of it. It was awful.
Really?
It was
that bad.
It was almost real grade Zeta bad. Like when people talk really bad, like when you get those guys on Facebook groups that talk really, really bad about third party kits, you would think that every single third party kit was this bad. So straight away it's painted, which means he definitely put in 110% more effort than I did. If I gotta throw a criticism out there though, buddy, you didn't put the spring in. Maybe, I don't know if you lost it or what, but there's a spring that's supposed to go into those pistons on the back, and it plugs into the piston down there on the side. But the paint job looks really good. This guy knows how to do his metallics for sure. Ooh.
That's damn okay. Holy shit. That is sick.
He gets all the props for not doing what everybody in the world does and painting the Banshee just black, because the Banshee's not black. I don't care what anybody says. The Banshee is like a very, very, very dark blue, and he went two-tone with it. It looks like he also added some additional detailing, because I don't remember any of that being on mine. This thing looks lovely. It's wonderful. I think he definitely sharpened those pieces as well.
Yeah, those are really pointy.
Nice back of the head shot. I love that he played with the teal a little bit. That's really cool. You can see it on the inside as well, just a little bit, just a tiny bit.
A little panel right there. On the back of the head. And
a front shot. I'm only disappointed he didn't show us what it looked like transformed, because this is one of the few busts out there that transforms. But the unicorn mode of this thing looks sick. It's so nice. But the destroy mode also looks really good. But you know, I also remember you have to like take the whole faceplate off and do all kinds of crazy stuff. So I don't think I'd risk damaging my paint for that either. So maybe that's why. But incredible work, my friend. It's wonderful work.
Amazing.
Super clean masking, super nice finish, especially on a kit that is this much of a pain to work on. I think in my entire lifetime in this community, I've only seen, including this one, 2 of these built and painted.
Jesus, really?
Yeah, it's a challenge. Like the one guy, like full on like sanded everything down, reputtied it, resurfaced everything. Like he went like the whole 9 yards. It's one of those like super crazy, like he was building it for GBWC, but obviously, you know, didn't. So this is the claw guy. This is by Guelo X. This is. Did you bring me a drink?
This is gonna suck.
What is it?
Your Sierra Mist.
What'd you do to it? Why is it pink? Sierra Mist is green.
What did you do to it? This is being recorded, so we have evidence. It's fine.
What'd you put in it? Guys, if I die...
Y'all are witnesses to this.
Didn't do anything to it.
You're a liar. Where's the baby?
Where's the children? What have you done?
She dumped out all of her fruit snacks, and she's I don't know. I guess stuffing them places.
Did you spike this?
I don't know what you mean. Explain spike.
Thanks for the bits, Guilo.
Yes, thank you. So this is my good friend Scott. This is Guilo X. He is here on Twitch. He is on, I believe he's on all the social media platforms. He is a good friend of mine. I think he's a good friend of yours. I could be wrong. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
He's a good friend. He runs the Instagram account for the GBA.
He's good people. He's great people. I hope to bestow some airbrushing knowledge on him in the following year, or in this coming year. But we're not here to talk about what Scott's going to be doing. We're here to talk about what Scott has already done. So he's taken a Beargguy and he has hacked it to bits, and he put some LEDs in the head, which I didn't know that was a thing.
I like it.
Well, time to copy Scott.
I'm not going to copy somebody's work. You make your own work.
Now hold on, I missed a picture. Okay, so I got that one, so it must be this one.
It's very small.
Oh, okay. Here's what it looks like when it's all done. It looks like he used 2 different act guys to make this happen. He also used the forearm bit in the shoulder, which is cool. He intersected the colors, not that it really matters, because I've seen this and I know it's painted, but I dig it. It's cool. Some damage. It's kind of like a nightmare teddy bear looking thing. I don't know what picture we're missing then.
Yeah.
Oh, we're not missing one. I just clicked one twice. Okay. So there's the final paint job. Rusted. Looks like a lot of dry brushing. I believe this was all hand painted, or maybe like half hand painted. I don't know. The LED looks great. I love what Scott did here with the other eye, where it's not like just a solid eye. It's like little dots of color coming through. It looks really cool. Again, if you want to know anything about photography, go bother this man, because he's good at it. I'm not. So
He's taught me a lot.
and there we go. So there's this evil nightmare Beargguy crossbone nightmare thing. I like it. I like it a lot, and I don't like Beargguys, so that's even more the reason you should like it.
But you're gonna build one for SCGMC, right?
I'm thinking about it. Since that's the main theme, I feel like I should. Especially if I'm going. That's the big if.
Oh, to my vasectomy.
So this is another. This is another one by Guilo. This is the ode to his vasectomy. So.
Oh god.
There you go. That's a thing.
Snip, snip. This is good, dude.
We'll see. I guess Scott's trying to tell a story here. Is he went to go get the snip, and they cut one the right way, and I guess they cut another one in half. So this is like an accurate depiction, possibly. But these builds are the ones that make me want to build Master Grade Ball Verkaz. And I saw enough of them to the point where I actually opened mine up and started working on it. And I've never hated a kit as much as I hate the Master Grade Ball Verkaz. And I don't really have a reason for hating it, because I don't really know what I was expecting. But it was just a really underwhelming kit.
Yeah, I think I've got the 08th MS Team 1, and I think the main thing that like so many people do is it's the inner frame, it's the inner detail of the kit.
Yeah. Well,
besides that, it's just a couple pieces of plastic, and that's it.
Yeah, like the whole main inner structure is like 7 pieces.
Yeah.
And then you just kind of pile stuff onto it. Scott did a really good job on this.
Yeah,
I love that he didn't go like super crazy hard on the frame detail. He did it, but he didn't go overboard with it like I would have done. I definitely would have, like, every single fucking panel would have been a different color. And that candy red is...
It looks like an aftermarket car part.
It does.
Like a sway bar or something.
In the future, when cars don't exist anymore and everybody's got a ball, this is what Scott's is gonna look like. he's gonna park it in some hangar and he's gonna pull all the armor off and everybody's gonna like stare in awe at his candy red.
And have a license plate to snip on it.
Yeah. Well, in the future, we're gonna be able to use emojis on our license plate. So his is just gonna be some scissors. He's gonna run to the DMV as soon as that gets put into motion.
Pulling over a huge eggplant. Another one from Work in Progress to me. Oh, from what was his name? John.
So John has submitted another build. This is the 1100 MSV Zaku 2 Mad Zach Ground Combat Custom. That was the biggest sentence I've had to say all week. This is MSV kit, so another kit that's as old as I am. Almost 30 years old. Some of these kits are. Holy shit!
What the fuck? How?
This is what I'm talking about.
How?
This one I know for a fact I've seen on Facebook because I commented on it.
Yeah, I've seen it.
Because I told him that he should make the hands bigger. Because the only thing I don't like about this is how dinky the hands look, and that's not his fault.
No, that's
just the way the models were in the 80s. But you can. This is what I was talking about when I said I like when people take these builds and completely like revamp them. This isn't quite the level that I was talking about, but this is the same thought behind it. You can see what it looked like when he started and how different it looks when he's done. And he's definitely done a lot of work here. There's definitely some thigh extensions going on. It looks like he played with the feet just a little bit. The calves and stuff are the same. The arms are the same. But it also goes to show that even with such a simple, plain canvas, you can really make your kit shine with a really nice paint job. And he definitely did that. So gave it a custom sword. The seam work on this is immaculate. It's very clean. I love it. The paint job is really nice. And you can also tell, this is another thing I want to show you, is that you can tell from this thigh or this calf right here how wonky the proportions are on these old kits, because there is no definition.
No, it's got these big ass feet.
Yeah, but like look at how thin this piece is at the top. It doesn't come out at all. It's just kind of like it's just flat.
Jesus, this is crazy.
Yeah, this is super good. I can say with certainty that these pieces came from like the old 1.0 master grades. Like the Ground Gundam and the RX had these like in the box. I wish they would still do that.
I like the hooks on the
shoulder.
Baldwin.
Yeah. That's super cool. It's really nice. The detailing is there. I believe those pipes are probably custom as well. He did in fact use the original head. He just modified it. I dig it. This shows what you can do if you put just a little bit of work into something. And I would recommend that everybody build at least one of these kits. I haven't finished one yet, but I have started. These kits are wonderful at, first of all, humbling you. Because I get really mad when new kits come out and people get on Facebook and they're like, oh, this kit has a bunch of stickers, it's awful. Or
and then this guy's doing this shit with it.
Yeah, but it's also a testament to, you need to really hone your basic skills. Your basic skills. Cleaning, cutting, seam removal, to make these kits look really nice and presentable. And he did that.
Yeah, exactly. And these kits are, I would say, if you can find them, because they're usually pretty cheap, it's just finding them the hard part. If you can make
it's
them
not even finding them is hard, it's finding the ones you want
this
that's difficult.
That's the big one. Because I'm trying to find like the old GM ones and the old, there's an old Guion, isn't there?
Yeah, they have like most of them. And another cool thing about this line is that a lot of them, the MSV designs, are out there. So, you know, you can really build a lot of kits that don't have kits just by buying these. They're old, you got to put some work in, but you can definitely kit bash these to make them more modern.
It's a good way to test your basic skills.
Yes. So I do recommend everybody pick one of these up. They're cheap enough that you're not really out anything, and you'll only learn by doing it.
Exactly.
So thank you again for that wonderful. That was probably my favorite submission so far.
Yeah, and he needs to hurry up with that Facebook page.
He really does. This guy has got like a very his like portfolio is just exploding.
That's number 1NNO.
1NNO97 on Instagram and on Facebook. I believe we've had some submissions from him before. This is the MG Full Armor Gundam Beargguy Thunderbolt. So, I'm not a fan of this design. I think it looks pretty cool, but not really something I'm out there to build. But I love seeing people build them because usually they look really good. So these are numbered, so I can go in the proper order. And holy moly, it looks like he's detailed this up a really good bit. He went with like a gray white, which looks really nice. Again, the theme of tonight is teaser images. This is 100% teaser image. You wanna show off a little bit before you drop the kit. This is what you do. This looks stunning.
The chest vents.
The chest vents look phenomenal, but the face, it's pure evil. He painted the backs of the shields. This gives you a really good taste of what you're in for because you can see enough of it to know what to expect, but you can't see the whole thing and you want to see more. Fortunately, we have more to show. So again, another kind of teaser type image, really nice close up, a little bit of soft focus on the back. He definitely did a lot of mod work on this. The chest panels and stuff are definitely newish. I don't think the stock kit has an antenna, and I believe he also scribed some panel lines.
I would say there's more lines than
the bicep is what's given it to me. I'm not super familiar with the Master Grade Beargguy, so this is purely operating on assumption, but I don't remember it being this nice looking, like having this kind of detail. And there's the full kit. Is that a?
Yeah, no, not.
Is this the Master Grade? This, yeah, okay, there's the thumb. Yeah, this Master Grade. Okay. It's just weird seeing it on a high grade action base. Wonderful work. Wonderful work. I love the colors you used. I love the metallic tones. I love the subtle weathering, the shading. I love the mods. Oh.
That's amazing.
It's just really nice, clean, all around nice work. It just looks really good. And it definitely adds a lot of visual interest to something that I found kind of boring. And it makes it fresh. It's definitely unique. It's definitely got its own vibe. You could put this against 100 of the same kit and it would stand out.
Yeah.
So thank you for the submission. I'd say your name out loud, but I don't know how to pronounce it. So I believe Joel has put the
yeah, there's a link in chat for it.
All right, cool. So Otaku Dan, this is the 1/100 Dynames Gundam from Gundam 00, I believe. Yeah. So these kits didn't get master grades, and everybody's really upset about it. But Dan didn't care. Dan went ahead and you know, you can't tell that that's not a master grade. That looks really awesome. Pretty much out of box colors from what I remember about the Dynames. Looks like he might have used two-tone greens. The ones on the shields being a tiny bit lighter. That could be the lighting, but either way, it looks really nice. Really nice, smooth, flat colors. Minimal decals. Nice masking. Nice use of the grays. And it's a really nice tone of gray as well. And then another shot. I didn't know this kit had a pistol, so now I want to buy this kit.
Neither did I. That's what I was wondering about.
I want to buy this kit and steal the pistols off of it.
I like the detail painting in the head, the kind of neon green part right there.
Yeah, doesn't that slide down or something like that?
Yeah, I think it slides down, has like a scope or something, or like a targeting visor or something.
Yeah, it's nice though. It's very very simple, very clean. Again, minimal decals, nice masking, nice detail work. It's all you need. It's all you need. So thank you, Otaku Dan, on Instagram for the submission. This is Jonathan Yostar. Again, I've said this before. This is one of my favorite Instagram accounts just because of his name. I don't watch JoJo, but I appreciate the reference. This is the Turn A Gundam, another very underappreciated design in the Gundam library. So dark chrome looking paint job, metallic reds, some nice bright gold, candy blue. Can't say I've seen too many done like this. I like that he didn't go straight chrome.
Yeah.
He made like the dark chrome because a lot of the times I see the Turn A and it looks like it's kind of like a really really light gray rather than a white. Probably wrong when I say that, but one of these days I'm going to build a Turn A. It's very clean. Very very clean. This makes me want to go buy a Turn A because I've been on the fence. This is another one of those like I'm on the fence kind of builds. Do I like it enough to go out and buy one? Not yet, but this is pushing me towards it.
This is helping very much though.
If I can get that high grade one from Build Fighters with all the cool angles and stuff, I'm in. It's done.
Yeah.
I love that one, but this is fantastic. No pictures with the cow though, so you're gonna lose a point for that.
Yeah, we must have the cow always.
I really like this. Really clean, really smooth, nice looking. You can't really see any kind of issues with anything. It's just nice, clean work. So Jonathan Yostar on Instagram, go give him a follow. The ASWG-08NX Gundam Barbatos Nemesis. Apparently he has a website, blaze.re. Sounds like somewhere I would buy weed on the internet.
Link his page.
But he is Blaze on Facebook. So this is the that's a really cool picture. Like I said, the theme of the night is definitely teaser images, and this is, again, teaser image. I'm getting like a heavy kind of berserk vibe from this. You know, muted out colors, and the only real color that stands out is red, which is already a really strong color on its own.
Yeah.
Definitely some battle damage on the shoulders, some weathering, some streaking, some chipping and stuff like that scattered around. So this guy is meant to look like a badass. He's been out there, he's seen it all. I've never seen that kind of effect, like a silhouette effect like that, on like an actual photo, and that looks really cool. Is that weapon the high grade, the magazine exclusive for Build Fighters Ace, the Swiss Army knife thing for the strike?
Shield? I think it was either that or it was a campaign part.
That's what it looks like, though.
I like it. I like the fucking, that sword. That's a unique design. That's not just like, hey, here's a big old fuck off sword.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a big blunt thing.
Big fan of like flat blunt swords. You don't see enough of those. That's a campaign part. You're right. Because I have that campaign part.
Yeah, I got that. I did some hand painting testing on it. Yeah, that's a good use for it.
Yep.
I like that.
And yeah, I would have probably tilted the head up a little bit, but this is really nice. You can see the cutaways in the chest where he cut that armor away, so you can see inside to the frame.
Yeah,
which really kind of adds to the effect of what he was going for here. Another thing is, I believe he used those Kodo Wild Hands.
Yeah, those aren't the
because I know, having built 3 or 4 of these 1/100 full mechanics kits, the hands on them are garbage. So it's nice to see somebody put some nice hands on them. A little diorama shot here, him standing like a cloud of dust. This is like almost like anime opening material right here.
Yeah.
I love it.
I like it.
I love it a lot.
Nice.
This is really cool. So if you're not following this guy, you probably should be, because oh, what we got? Look. Harbor Town Hobbies, thank you for the follow. But yeah, so go give this guy a follow on Facebook, and check out his website. You know, hopefully he continues doing work like this and continues submitting them. Here's this is the, I know this build very well. This is the SDRX-178 Gundam Mark II Teen Titans from our good friend Jim. He is in the chat, so say hello to Jim. If Jim wants to put his links down below, if he's got secret ones that nobody knows about, but he's on Instagram as the real Gunpla Fixation, because someone tried to steal his name. He's on YouTube. He's on Facebook. He was my first Gunpla friend. But this was a commission he did. This is the Mark II Gundam, and he kind of did the thing. He did it before it kind of really took off. You'd see a couple builds here and there, but I feel like you see more of them now than you used to. People will take SD kits or master grade kits and kit bash them with high grade kits and make their own SD kits. And this is kind of, I think this trend kind of kick-started the EX standard line a little bit. So what Jim did here was he kit bashed these to make his own proportioned SD kit, and it came out wonderfully. He spent way too long on this, way too long, but Jim is a perfectionist. He is very good at his craft. His cleaning is top notch. His finish is amazing. His paint is always smooth. I think it's magic.
He's a wizard.
He's probably a wizard, just without the beard. I feel like if Jim ever showed up at my house, he'd be here to kill me, so he could take my or my beard, and complete the wizard transformation. So
it's the thing that like, because I saw this before, and like you're saying, this kit probably really kind of jumpstart everyone doing like SD high grade stuff in the States, because in Japan it was a really big thing. But the eyes and the head camera are so fucking smooth, it's insane. Like, it just looks so good. I don't know why, but I'm obsessed with just how well those eyes came out.
Because Jim is a perfectionist when it comes to metallics, especially, and that's why we haven't seen his perfect grade blue frame yet, because he's gonna spend like 6 years painting it, maybe, and when it comes out, our brains are just gonna melt.
Everyone's just gonna give up.
So, excellent back shot. I can identify a couple of pieces in here that he used.
I like the detail on the back side of the V-fin.
Yes, that's a big thing that you don't see at all, ever. Some of these bust kits will feature something like that. But no, I've never seen a Bandai kit, or even a figure, that has anything like that on it. I could be wrong about that one, but I've never seen it. And I think it's awesome. I also like that he filled in the slots where the original backpack plugged in, with like some MS Builder parts, vents, or some plot plate and stuff like that, and made details out of them rather than just filling them in, sanding it smooth, and then drilling new holes for the new backpack.
Yeah, it's not just 2 holes on a flat. There's actual like detail to it, and looks amazing because there's like 4 colors going on there just in that back piece alone.
Yep. And then another thing that's really cool is he took the side skirt off here, so you can see what he did to attach the leg to the hips. You can see that he trimmed that high grade thigh down and found a way to mount the oh, I lost it again. Here we go. The Fox Hunt, my friend, thank you for the follow. But he actually trimmed all that down, smoothed it out, and then took the time to paint it on top of all that, to mount that and make it its own leg. This is another really cool thing that, actually I was looking at this kit a few days ago because Jim has been like reposting some of his old works, and I noticed that he reposted this. I never actually noticed the first time that he mounted the bazooka to the top of the shoulder that way, and it's pretty cool because using an SD bazooka like that, you wouldn't be able to hold it and make it look good, but he still improvised and found a way to use it and make it look good. So it's kind of like an SD looking gimmick on something that's not really an SD.
Yeah, exactly. I love it. Yeah, that's another thing too, is the cabling on that.
Yes, the braided cable. I don't know if he used actual braided cable, but it definitely looks like it. So while we're in the chat with you, Jim, is that real? Is that real braided cable? Or like, what's the deal with that? Because it looks
what's up with them cables, Jim?
Super great.
Amazing. They're like, this makes me want to do another one.
I actually added the link to the submission form to the bottom of my Twitch now, so you can submit from Twitch. You don't have to go to my YouTube or anything like that. It's on there as well, but so you don't have to leave. It's down at the bottom of this page now. But one last shot, and this is what I would call my teaser shot for sure.
I like it.
Peeking over the shoulder. You can see the detail. You can see what he's got. You know there's more coming. So, Jim, thank you for throwing this in there.
Please go follow Jim and everything.
If you don't follow Jim, something is obviously wrong with you, because Jim puts out the highest quality videos known to man. Jim's shit posting is super high quality as well. So, you know, go follow him on Facebook if you want Oh yeah, I have entries turned off until this broadcast is over. So I'd say another 15-20 minutes, and they'll be back up.
Tasha SD keeping up with. I like this trend of SDs coming in here steadily. This is making me happy.
I think maybe in the future, this is just something to keep in the back of your head. Maybe we should start theming some of these and see what kind of submissions we get then.
Yeah, I like that idea. Sounds good.
I mean, obviously keep it open to everybody, but you know, if you play to the theme, you get more points. And this is kind of like Whose Line, where the points don't really do anything. It's just
they're just there.
So what I've picked up already is this is hand painted. It looks.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Which is very impressive, because if you had taken the brush out of this picture and like taken it against like your kitchen wall, I would swear that this was pre-shaded.
I think it is some type of shading.
So here's what the kit looked like. Some slight mods. Those are the Bandai MS pipes. Really interesting mod. I've never seen them used like that, and I approve very strongly. Here we are mounted to a Dio base. Looks like a little piece of asteroid. It's flying. Really, the only way to display the Kshatriya is flying.
Yeah.
Anything bigger than a high grade, it's probably not really possible. But if you're gonna do it right. Painting those sleeve details looks insanely clean. Really nice back shot of the Dio, and then kind of getting in there so you can see it. Yellow piping, I dig it. It really goes well with the overall theme. Stock colors, really nice glossy finish. This is just really nice work.
Yeah, I like the Dio too. It's just chibi enough to work with the SD, but it's also not like super overdone that it takes away from kids.
Yeah, and that's what I like about SDs, is that you can. I feel like you get more leeway when you base them and Dio them than if you were to do it with like a high grade. So that is facebook.com/GermanMechaWorks. So go ahead and give that guy a follow. I'm a big fan. Mecha genre.
I know who this is.
This is the Astaroth Dragonslayer, which sounds like it's going to be awesome, because...
So, a little backstory on this.
Alright, so yeah, here we go.
This is Brendan.
Oh, this is Brendan.
Lives near me. So me and him went to IPMS this year, and he brought this, and I brought my kit, and I got demolished by this thing. I got third, and he got second, and then we lost an Iron Giant head, but this thing, I got to see it in person. I got to kind of mess around with it. Holy shit, it's mind blown.
Well, Rennie Prinny, thank you for the follow, and I'm really excited to look at this now that you've given me some. Holy shit, that sword is awesome. I love that blue tone that he used. That is really nice. Really nice.
Hey, I took that picture.
Oh, look at that. That's plagiarism. You better give him a call. Like, yo, what's up? Using my pictures now. This is one of those builds that I feel like the mod work works really, really, really well for this mobile suit. It might not work really well for everything, but like he added a lot of really cool vents, the minus mold details all over the place, and he did it in a way that's really tasteful.
Yeah, exactly.
It adds more mechanical look to what he did, and it doesn't look too busy. This looks pretty close to in scale, and I really like it. Those shipping containers, I need to find some because those look really awesome.
I got a link from Brandon. I'll send to you, because he did a lot of research to try and find like where to get something in scale for these. And if you want, because he didn't upload he did upload some of the good pictures, but I can send you a link here. Because this thing, I posted it online, and it fucking blew up.
This looks stunning. I love this. This is really nice. I love the base as well. I wish he'd shown a little bit more of the base.
That was just a block of wood.
Yeah, but it's engraved, and that's impressive.
Yeah. Hold on, I got the album here.
Now, correct me if I'm wrong. Did this actually place in the GBWC?
He won. No, it didn't. And there's a kind of a shitty story to go with that. Here's the post. Let me. Here's the image I
throw it in Discord.
Oh yeah, I'll throw it in the chat we're in right now. There's the imager link for it. He was saying that when he went, pretty much the judge looked at it and said, "Oh, cool, it's a Gundam on top of a parking lot. That's cool," and that's it. Walked away from it. Yeah, but that one has a lot of good shots where you can see the tiny details of people, the fence, all that stuff. And the last couple shots there, because he brought it to the build meet, and I happened to have my camera. I was like, "Hey, I'm gonna take." This is the first time I ever met him. I said, "Hey, I'm gonna take all these photos of it if you don't mind." The last shot, when you look through all these, puts it in scale, and you're just like, "Holy shit, you've got to be kidding me!"
Yeah, this is killer.
And yeah, he did do the wood burning on the base.
So he did that himself.
Yeah. Yeah, dude, Brandon's a beast. He does this. He does mini painting. He won best of show at IPMS for his minis.
That's crazy. I really like this. I feel like it really, I don't want to say it tells a story, but it puts it, it's like you took just something that just happened and just took it out of that reality and brought it into ours. And it looks amazing. This is really cool.
He's a beast. He's a beast.
This is the kind of stuff I want to do. Like simple little dios like this look incredible.
They're a lot of fun. But yeah, I'll if you guys are like in the Discord and all that, I'll share the links for all like the shipping containers and the fences and stuff like that, because they're actually in scale to match the Gundam stuff, and they're cheap too.
So it's probably train stuff, right?
A little bit, yeah, a little bit of train stuff, a little bit of just kind of off-party, like just Chinese company stuff.
Okay.
Oh, Strawberry, this guy sucks.
Okay, so Mr. Strawberry, this is one of my newer friends. This is when you have extra PG parts laying around. So,
oh god.
Is it? Oh, that is PG stuff. So he has mounted PG GPO-1 parts to a unicorn. It actually doesn't look terrible. What was that? It sounded like bits. Gunpla boy, thank you for the bits, my friend. Thank you. We got this. This looks really neat. Like it pulls it out of like the Gundam universe and it makes it look like something else. It's almost like a super robot. I dig it.
I haven't seen this before, Strawberry. What the fuck? Oh, he did post it. Okay, so when he first sent this to me, right? It was missing most of like the leg armor, and it looked like just a unicorn in a big fucking diaper.
I like this though. This is actually pretty cool. Like I feel like if you kept pushing with this theme and like maybe bulked up the feet and the thighs, you could turn this into something. And then get you some of those big hands that I had and put those on there. I think you could make this some gold.
Everyone's doing ST high grades. Strawberry's in the year 2050. He's doing perfect grade. High grade.
Perfect grade, master grade SDs.
Yeah.
He's on the next level. See, he's prepping for. He's prepping for when Bandai drops the 1-20 line and Mega Size is the new high grade. This is Strawberry's ready for that.
Oh god, that's great.
That's amazing. So, thank you, sir. Much appreciated. All right, so Zenki style. I know this from somewhere. I feel like I should know it more than I do. This is probably, for all I know, this is probably somebody on my team.
Well, this is Zenki style is Adam. He admins one of the the Facebook group.
I lost you for a second there. There we go.
Kind of ones, the non-overly moderated ones. It's a good one, not a terrible group. But he's a new member in the Discord, and he's been really active.
Well, this is the Ground GM Revive, so it's already got my vote.
Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful camo paint job. Not super overdone. We're definitely seeing some cannons. This is a high grade?
I believe so, yeah.
That's crazy. It looks like a master grade.
It might be. I don't remember.
No, it's a high grade. It's definitely a high grade because the knee has all that crazy detail on it that the high grade has. This is the high grade. I like this a lot. I want to know what that missile pod is from. I really like the thigh mounted rockets. I love that you put the hover tank. I love that you took a picture of the hover tank after I talked about it.
I feel like people just kind of throw those things out.
Those cactuses are a little bit big though. Just a little bit.
Yeah, they're too big. They're way too big.
But it still looks cool. Like maybe he's on like an alien cactus planet.
some planet with just fucking deformed cactuses that just grow the size of buildings.
We finally found Earth 2. The only difference is the cactuses are really big on this planet.
It's the only difference. Nah, dude, this is great. I love the details on the little hover tank. Like
I've never seen a hover tank painted in camo.
No, it's usually just black or silver with a little bit of weathering on it. There's never one that has kind of like a matching unit, like if it was like the K9 unit for the sniper. Like this is pretty cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna take my hover tank. I'm gonna paint it fucking like candy red, and put like a spoiler on it.
Need for Speed hover tank.
Definitely.
Yeah, this is great. The little dio. It's pretty simple, but it kind of puts you in where this kit really belongs.
Yeah. It's the colors work really well.
Oh, someone said the cannon is from the Easy Arms.
Yeah, I was gonna say that or the Easy SR.
And the pod's from the Leopard Da Vinci.
Oh, that's why I don't recognize it. Well then, I'm gonna have to pick me up a Da Vinci then because I need more weapons. So
I like the yellow grenades too. Those are pretty sick on there.
Yeah. That's why I was talking about the hip rocket things. I like it. So Zenki Style, thank you for the submission. And the last one we have is Garbage by Gizmo. This is another friend of mine. He's the one who really wants me to go out to SCGMC this year. I want to do it. I really want to do it. So go give this dude a follow.
There we go.
Yeah, I've been keeping up with this one on the Discord. It's popped up a few times. I dig it. I love I love that eggshell look of the paint. I love the chipping. I love like the cracked paint effects. It's really, really nice. It's simple, but it's nice. What does this say on the back of the head? Is that Rorska? What does that mean?
I love the petite bear guys that Conqueso and then Link's been doing these past couple of years.
This one looks like something you would pick up in Fallout. Like if you were playing Fallout and you just kind of happened along like a collectible, this would be it.
Magnus had a good one too, straight out Chernobyl.
Yeah. There you go.
Some kid's old toy that got left behind.
Yep. It looks super good, and I like the bow placement. You see it all over the place. You see it taken off. You see it put on different ways. Never seen it done like that. Cut the ribbons off and just mount it over the ear.
Garbage and finish.
Do what?
Rosca means garbage and finish.
Oh, well, there we go. I learned a little bit of Finnish today.
All right, time to start Black Metal Band.
I love it. I think it looks great.
The ears are the inner parts of the ears are really well done. Like,
yeah.
I can't get it because I painted one for my fiance and those parts are really small.
Yes, they are.
So, to do that level of detail, Jesus.
I had a friend send me one, and I snapped it together, and I started to mod it and do some other stuff to it, and I ended up not finishing it. But if I can find it and dig it up, I just might go a little crazy with one, but we'll see. But definitely inspiring stuff, because these guys, literally, you can fit like 3 of them in your hand. That's how small they are. So just the amount of work that's done on it is incredible, and it actually looks pretty big in these pictures.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's the one thing with these pictures. It looks a lot bigger than it actually is.
It's pretty incredible. So thank you, Gizmo, for the submission, and that is the end of our submissions for this thing. So we made it through our 3rd community highlight. I think this one was probably the biggest one yet. I think we had a really good turnout. I think we had lots of amazing submissions. You guys keep bringing it every month, so I'm really looking forward to seeing what next month brings. Hopefully with all these new releases coming out, you know, we can keep this rolling.
I love it.
So you know, before we wrap this up, you know, I like I said before, I added the submission thing to the bottom of my Twitch as well. So if you happen to be on my Twitch and check in my profile, responses are now on once again. So you can submit. You don't have to go anywhere else to do that now. You can just click that link and it's in there. It's also on YouTube. You know, we'll try and share it around a little bit so that people can keep submitting to it. You guys don't have to submit just Gundams. You guys don't have to submit fully painted builds. You guys are free to submit any kind of builds you want. You know, this is a modeling hobby. We want to share the mecha love. That's the one thing I do want to kind of keep things tied down to. If you do like a mecha inspired tank or something like that, share it. Why not? But you know, I don't really want to do a bunch of like cars and stuff like that. Let's keep it mecha focused. But you know, I'll feature what you guys throw up there.
Yeah.
So.
And I think this has probably been also one of the best visual looking ones, because I've been watching it on my phone, and both of our cameras are fucking crystal clear, and beautiful. All the images came out super sharp. So shout out to Discord for keeping it real. Yes,
Discord is between Discord and OBS, man. I really, it's the bread and butter. So. Yes, Mac Hay is 100% fine. Where's mine at? Look what I'm working on right now, guys. Sneak peek. Nobody's seen this yet.
You got a McKay kit going on?
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right, damn. So, I need to go buy me one then.
You know, make it happen. You guys can submit. You know, all kinds of stuff. I want to keep these rolling. I want to keep doing these. I know, you know, True over here likes to do this stuff too. Please, guys, please go follow TrueGunpla over here on Twitch. He's 50% of this show. Again. You know, I decided that I wanted to do a community spotlight for my YouTube videos, and then I decided I don't make that many videos. What if I get a shitload of submissions? What am I gonna do? You know, the first person that popped into mind was Joel. You know, Joel is really good at this kind of stuff, and he's my go-to guy for a lot of things. He's 50% of this show, and I went to him, and he's been super on board. So go give him some love if you don't already follow him.
Come love me. There's a lot to love. Come
love him hard.
Love me hard. Also, you're a guest judge in this contest that we got going on, aren't you?
Yes, I am. So I was gonna get to that too. We have the our good friends here, the Gunpla Builders Association. We're doing the cannon fodder build. This is pretty much grunts only. If you want to know the details of that, if you have any questions for that, you can pop on over to our Discord channel and check that out. All the rules are listed, but like I said, if anybody has any other questions, you can PM one of the mods, and they will be happy to help you with any specifics that you might have question-wise. We can hammer all that out and get these entries rolling. Thank you to USA Gundam Store for providing some
shout out to Adam.
Wonderful prizes. Adam is the king. Speaking of Adam, I ordered some stuff from him a couple days ago. Last stream I did, and that stuff showed up today. So thank you for sending that out super quick. You know, go, even if you're not going to enter the contest, guys, head over to the GBA and check it out. It's a wonderful community. I've had nothing but positive experience since I've been in there, and I'm not just saying that because I'm part of it. I'm saying it because I joined it because it was what they have the same goal that I had, and that's to push people to do more Gunpla, to push people to be better. And you don't really see a lot of that on Facebook these days. I feel like this is really where the community is going to come to grow.
Not at all.
So we'll wrap this up. So Joel, you got anything you're working on? Anything you want to plug? Any links? What's good? What are we doing?
I've been doing these things. I don't know if you can see my camera that well. The Zaku Exceed come with these little like Xeon shields.
Is that the leftover piece?
Yeah, it's the leftover piece that I found out a lot of people have been throwing away. But I've been doing painted commissions of them on my stream. So if anyone wants a free one and you happen to have one from buying a Zaku Exceed, I will paint them for free for you and send them out. Just because it's a good practice for me, and I don't have to spend $20 on Zaku Exceed head just to paint one piece of it. But no, we have that. We have the contest happening. Really stoked to see all the support from it. We got Justin as one of the guest judges. We got Zach Aurelius as one of the guest judge, and yeah, come join the community, come hang out, and I'll be streaming soon. Still working on my schedule, but kind of slowly getting back into it, and we'll have some more videos up also.
Yeah, that's another thing. I have a video. What's today? Is it Monday? I got a video dropping tomorrow. It's gonna be another video for the new guys out there. You know, this one's gonna be really kind of introductory focused. I think this is really gonna help a lot of people with their cannon fodder entries. If you're kind of new to the game and you're not really sure what to do, I don't think any of the tips that I'm giving in this video is going to disqualify you from a beginner category. I don't think detail painting puts you in advanced. I could be wrong.
Yeah, very small. I think very small detail paintings.
So you know, that look out for that. It should be coming up about lunchtime tomorrow. I put a lot of work into it. I'm still working on my quality game a little bit, but if you watched my last video, it's gonna be more like that, narrated over some stuff. And then I'm going to start shooting some airbrush tutorials for the future. I'm going to shoot some scribing, some modding tutorials. There's going to be some stuff coming up, but videos are going to slow down on YouTube. But I'm going to try and keep Twitch rolling. Work texted me today and asked me to come back. So if that goes according to plan, I'll be going back to work next week, which is a week or two earlier than I was supposed to, which I'm happy about, but it does mean a little bit of slowdown. So, but I do want to keep you guys in the loop as far as that stuff's concerned. Again, please, guys, head over to the GBA, check them out. Head over to everybody's Facebook pages, give them some love. Instagrams, all that. If they were featured in this, this will be going up on YouTube. I'll probably throw this up tomorrow as well, depending on how big this file is and how long it takes to upload. But thank you guys for your submissions, and thank you guys for hanging out with us and contributing in the chat. You guys are wonderful people.
Yes,
I'm so happy to be a part of this community. So with that, I'll see you guys later.
See you guys.